Our coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Blessman International, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Iowa Wealth Management, the Jenny Farrell Team with Remax Concepts, and Bosun the Florist. Welcome to the Maroon Pregame Show. Here's Mark Amadeo.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Dowling Catholic Gym here in West Des Moines. We get set for boys basketball tonight. It's Dowling hosting Des Moines Lincoln in a non-conference game. It's the Central Iowa Metro League against the Iowa Alliance South Division. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, I'm Mark Amadeo, as you heard in the introduction. Coach, what did you think about that introduction that Mr. Wilkham and company put through?
Well, the only person I could think really cut that up is you. I mean, there's so much of you in that pregame or that cut up, but hey, it gets me excited for tonight. So,
well, I just got to get our listeners excited, you know, and our supporters that support Iowa Catholic Radio and all our broadcasts. Welcome. It's game 2 for the boys. And it's Dowling and Lincoln, non-conference game before going into the weekend. And I just had the Dowling girls game up on the live stream. They're down in Missouri in a tournament taking on the number 2 ranked team in Arkansas. Dowling girls were up 2 late in the third quarter. I'm going to try to get the live stream up as we pregame this game. But so a lot of things going on.
Well, Coach Marr always does the right things. Is gets her team battle tested early, get them used to some high pressure situations, and going out and playing teams like that in Missouri, and going up to Minneapolis and playing some really tough competition in Minneapolis. Really understand what kind of team you got, find out early what you need to work on, and the ultimate goal is getting into the state championship tournament and ultimately winning it. And Coach Meyer has always done that extra thing to find ways to play some competitive teams around the Midwest.
Well, with a minute left in the third quarter, the Dowling girls have extended their lead from 2 to 13 points over second-ranked team out of Arkansas. And so we'll keep people abreast of that. So the Dowling girls in a non-conference. Tomorrow they'll play another game in that tournament as Dowling girls taking on. I'll get my quick stat sheet here, Mr. Cataldo. I know I left it somewhere. It's right here. They're taking on the Midwest Elite Showcase Tournament in Tipton, Missouri, which is 4.5 hours from Des Moines. It's just 45 miles southwest of Columbia, Missouri, so south of I-70 there. They're taking on Farmington, the Lady Cardinals of Farmington, Arkansas, second-ranked in their class in Arkansas, and Dowling up at the last report. And then tomorrow night they'll take on the home team, the Tipton Cardinals, right there in Missouri, and that'll be a 7 o'clock start. So they were there last night at the University of Missouri, where Ellie Muller's going.
Right.
And then they're playing tonight, and then they'll play the home team tomorrow. So they got a few days in Missouri, and hopefully they'll travel safe and get back safe. I know we got more snow coming, but that's another situation where they live in Iowa.
Well, it is, and like I said, and you had mentioned the opportunity for Ellie Muller to go down there and see her future program in school over the next several years. And usually when their recruits come down, they roll out the red carpet, and it's nice to take the entire team to get that experience down there in Missouri, Columbia.
Certainly does. Well, tonight's Dowling and Lincoln. Lincoln and Dowling both opened up their seasons last Tuesday night, and for Des Moines Lincoln, a loss at home against another team that plays in a roundhouse, Marshalltown, and it went to overtime as it was the Marshalltown Bobcats defeating Des Moines Lincoln 53-50 in overtime at the Roundhouse. For Dowling, the Maroons opened up at home, and game you heard on Iowa Catholic Radio Tuesday night. Dowling boys winning 67-54 over Urbandale. So week 1, game 1, now it's game 2, Coach Cataldo, in this very early season of boys basketball.
Well, a couple atypical opponents that you're seeing here tonight. Dowling is not too accustomed to playing Lincoln and seeing Lincoln very often. They play them once a year, and the Maroons are playing them early this year, and so you don't get a whole lot of tape on Lincoln and seeing what they do well. One thing that jumps out of the stat sheet from the Marshalltown game is Lincoln took 30 three-point shots, and so the Maroons are going to have to defend the three-point shot if that's any indication of what they did. They only made 7 of them, so make sure you defend outside the arc and rebound, and I think the Maroons can have a really good night.
Yeah, they have. That's true, and of course for Dowling, oh my goodness, the football coaches are arriving. Coach Fontana, good to see you, as always. I know he was opposite of you. You were on the offensive side, but that guy was on the defensive line.
Coach Fontana always had stories, and you always heard him 3 or 4 times in the year the same story, which he makes them
in the same
unique.
week or throughout
same
the
year, sometimes same week, but he makes them a little bit more unique than the first time he told them. But
more unique.
It's the same
awesome.
story.
Yeah, that's
He's
awesome.
Good.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of the other games going on around the Central Iowa Metro League on this Friday night. These are all girl-boy doubleheaders. And the ranked teams are the girls' teams. 11th ranked Waukee at number 1 Johnson. The Johnson girls, 54 in a row. And, due to our research staff here, 58-game home winning streak for Johnson the line. So Waukee at Johnson tonight in a girl-boy doubleheader. 2nd ranked Waukee Northwest girls are at Urbandale. 6th ranked Ankeny girls at Ankeny Centennial. And Southeast Polk is at 10th ranked Valley. Valley girls ranked 10th. And, of course, Dowling girls ranked 3rd, and they're taking on 2nd ranked Farmington, Arkansas. And they're at a commercial right now, but Dowling was up 13. I think it's got down to 10 as they start the 4th quarter. And, of course, Dowling boys set the tip off here in about 7 minutes or so. Other games, as Waterloo East at Roosevelt. These are Iowa Alliance Conference games. Mason City at Hoover, Des Moines East at Marshalltown, and Iowa City West at Ottumwa. Des Moines North has a bye. And finally, in the Little Hawkeye Conference, number 1 in Class 4A is Dallas Center Grime girls. They take on number 4 out of Class 3A, Des Moines Christian. That game will start at 6:30 tonight at Des Moines Christian High School in Urbandale. 3rd ranked Norwalk girls at number 14 Pella. These are all girl-boy doubleheaders. Newton is in Indianola, and Pella Christian at Oskaloosa. So that's a look at the lineup tonight. And for Dowling, Maroons still without Charlie Crane and Maddox Capola. They will sit out another game getting injury. I talked to Maddox earlier, and that hamstring could be a problem. He may be after Christmas than before Christmas, and Charlie's about the same boat. But now you've got guys we saw step up, and the depth that Dowling's building throughout this process.
Right. Dowling went 8 deep in the game against Urbandale and really found some young individuals step up and play hard compared, with their very active veterans. But, hamstrings are tough to come back from. It takes a little bit of rest. And basketball is unique in a sense that they have a midwinter, a mid-season break, which they get about 2 weeks. And those 2 weeks can really be helpful for somebody like Maddox, where, they're not going to play a really, really good team until after Christmas break. And I'm sure those things are identified in Maddox Capola's mind. And he probably has a date that he thinks he's going to come back by, and that's going to be the goal, and he's going to work towards it.
Well, Nate Jenkins and Noah Martins leading the way in double figures for Dowling, along with Gio Keelis for the Maroons. They were all in double figures. Alfred Coley, 8 points in his first varsity start. He was a young man who was expected to come off the bench, but due to Charlie Crane's injury in the post, Coley has 8 points and led the team with 11 rebounds. And so that was some good news for Dowling. You can see the Maroons had 3 in double. I thought they had 4 in double figures. 3 in double figures, and Coley with 8 points. So quite a night for Dowling. The Maroons shot 38% from the field, but 42% from three-point range. And the Maroons had, as you kept track of the boards, Dowling had a pretty good advantage over Urbandale on the boards. So now it's bringing that over to this Lincoln team, who are down 3 starters from a year ago, but they have 2 starters back, Lionel Parks and Bryce Page. And they were led off the bench by Adam Kawaki, who'll get the start tonight, having 13 points for the Rails. And Manas Guy, a 6'4 senior, came off the bench. He will start tonight, had 11 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double for that young man, Manas Guy for Lincoln. So that's kind of the matchup when you look at the teams.
Well, you mentioned Dowling, really good night if you're a Maroon Tuesday against Urbandale. Not quite sure what team's going to really show up without Maddox and without Charlie Crane. And I thought the Maroons showed some great veteran leadership, some youth stepping up. Got to continue to create their identity until those 2 individuals are back. And you mentioned Alfred Coley, came and hit a quick shot early in the game, went quiet throughout the first half, but then was consistent throughout. Like you said, 8 points, 11 boards, 4 blocks, so a good starting night for Alfred, which he's going to continue to get some starting opportunities. But again, steady Eddie, Noah Martins, Nate Jenkins, Gio Keelis. Those are the three individuals that are really going to make these Maroons go strong with the perimeter shooting, and then their ability to attack the basket was really strong Tuesday night.
And then always having a good closer like Mr. Noah Martins. 31 points. I think he was like single digits at halftime, and he just had a tremendous second half. So
he lit up, had 7 3-point shots made, and that's a huge night for Noah Martins, and he continue to keep that momentum, be grounded in what he's doing. That's so important. And but him having that junior season under his belt, I think he's going to take this in stride, one game at a time.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the pregame show. It's Dowling and Lincoln boys basketball tonight from the Dowling Catholic Gym in West Des Moines, alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. Roman Wilkham is our studio producer. We'll come back with starting lineups and tip-off coming up along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com. Committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
The Catholic Tuition Organization, your sponsor today, supports worthy students wanting a Catholic education. Gifts to CTO are first monies applied to tuition expenses in the Diocese of Des Moines. That means other sources of support will go further. Donations to CTO earn a 75% Iowa tax credit. If you give $1,000, you receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines, getting set for boys basketball, non-conference action. Dowling Catholic out of the Central Iowa Metro League taking on Des Moines Lincoln out of the Iowa Alliance, the South Division. And let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for Des Moines Lincoln, they come in with a record of 0-1, losing in overtime to Tuesday night to Marshalltown 53-50. Their head coach is a Lincoln alum, and that's Connor Chiano in his third year, 15 wins, 30 losses. And he's been an assistant since 2017, assisted by Grant Fry, John Volkemer, Carter Fry, and Orlando Kramer. And the Rail Splitters will start at point guard Lionel Parks. He's a returning starter from a year ago, a 6'2 senior, averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, and he'll wear number 1. The other guard is Brian DeMeyer. DeMeyer, a 5'11 junior, averaging 9 points, and he'll wear number 2. The third guard is Adam Kawaki. Kawaki, a 5'11 junior, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and he'll wear number 3. And at 1 forward, Manas Guy, a 6'4 senior, averaging a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds, and he'll wear number 11. And the fifth starter is Bryce Page, a returning starter from last year, a 6'1 senior, averaging 1.2 rebounds. He'll wear number 10, and he will play guard. Off the bench, Henry Fry, a 5'11 junior, along with Rico Mann, a 5'10 junior, and Caden Reeves, 6'3 senior, will see action for head coach Connor Chiano. Again, the Rails come in with a 1-0 record. Now for Dowling Catholic, and the head coach is Justin Einertson in his third year, 28 wins, 20 losses at Dowling. 10th year overall, 85 wins and 117 losses. He spent 7 years at Des Moines Lincoln as their head coach. Assisted by Jimmy Nahas, Zach Nicholson, John Nagel, and Kevin O'Hare. And the Maroons will start at point guard Noah Martins, a 6 foot senior, averaged 31 points, 6 rebounds Tuesday night. He'll wear number 11. The other guard is Nate Jenkins, 6'1 senior, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds. Both Martins and Jenkins are returning starters from a year ago. The third guard is Sam Ralston, a 6 foot junior, averaging 2 rebounds a contest. He'll wear number 1. And at forward, number 21, Gio Keelis, a 6'3 senior, had 12 points and 3 rebounds against Urbandale on Tuesday night. He'll wear number 21. And finally at center, Alfred Coley, a 6'8 junior, averaging 8 points and 11 rebounds, and he will wear number 0. Off the bench for Dowling, Leighton Oldfield, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore, will come in. Also, Davin Tritton, 6'2 junior, Jimmy Baumhover, a 6'4 senior, and Evan Mitchell, a 6'4 sophomore, will see action. That's a look at our starting lineups. We'll take a break and come back with the tip-off here on Iowa Catholic Radio alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, and we'll come back after these messages along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com. Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formalware, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Back to the Dowling Catholic Gym in West Des Moines. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, as we've had the playing of our national anthem and starting lineups introduced here at the Dowling Catholic Gym. Dowling and Lincoln boys basketball. Update from Missouri. Dowling girls leading 49-42 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter over the second-ranked team out of Arkansas in a tournament they're going. So we'll have a final here shortly, Jimmy Cataldo, as we get set for tip-off.
The girls hold on to that as a big win underneath their belt. It really doesn't mean a whole lot, when it comes to playing in the state of Iowa and seeding, but big win. A vote of confidence for that girls basketball team.
Absolutely. Taking on Farmington, Arkansas, the second-ranked team in Arkansas. We'll keep you posted as that game is winding down in Missouri. Here we're underway. Dowling in their home white uniforms. They go right to left with maroon numbers and trim. Lincoln in their road black uniforms with maroon and gold. Here's a three-pointer. Gio Keelis up and good. And we got a stop to play as looks like Nathan Jenkins shaking up over there in the baseline.
Can't tell if he banged up his knee with somebody or rolled his ankle.
He's going to check out. And checking in for Dowling right off the bat, Evan Mitchell. So we'll get right to the bench for the Maroons, and Lincoln will have the basketball. Dowling showing full court pressure. It'll be Lionel Parks, Brian DeMeyer, Adam Kawaki, Manas Guy. Starters for Lincoln along with Bryce Page.
You get a height advantage if you're the Maroons. Keep Lincoln at bay, but taking it hard to the basket.
They back Lionel Parks backs Sam Ralston down. His shot no good. And a corner shot by Keelis no good, but a slam dunk on the rebound by Alfred Coley. And he had 11 boards on Tuesday night, and there's one more there. Give him 2 points, Jimmy.
Well, it's just attacking the basket when the ball goes up is what Alfred did. And get the ball to Hyatt's point, and Alfred, tremendous slam dunk.
Ralph Page underneath has a shot no good. Rebound Coley. Alfred dribbling it up court. Now gets it to one of the guards. Here's Martins with it. Noah. Dowling with Coley, Ralston, Jenkins, Martins, and Keelis. A 5 on the floor. And underneath, a shot up and good. The basket will count. And a foul on Lincoln. And they'll whistle it on. Manas Guy, his first. And Keelis now with 5 points. He's going to have an opportunity for an and one. I better get this out of the way first. Our officials tonight. Ryan Dixon, and Ken Norland. And then some guy named Matt Amadeo.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to react to some of the banter some of the officials take here. And
well, both coaches know, so I'm cleared there. And if there's any issues, I'm blaming you. Yeah, my little brother's out there. And now here's Martins with a steal and basket and a timeout Lincoln. So Martins with his first 2 points of the night. And it's Dowling 10-0 to start the contest over Des Moines Lincoln with 6:24 remaining first quarter.
Well, Maroons coming out with some quickness in their guard play, defensively getting a couple turnovers, steals, and converted baskets. I think the Maroons have found, at least on the little film that they got, they have a mismatch with Gio Keelis, and it looks like Adam Kawaki is guarding him, but Gio Keelis is taking the ball hard to the basket and converting his one free throw. Maroons shot 28 free throws the other night, which is an incredible amount if you followed the Maroons the last few years. I can't remember the last time they hit 20 free throws.
Remember the conversations we've had about getting to the free throw line, whether you're winning? It's like you got to get to the free throw line.
Especially in tight games.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they got 21 additional points from the free throw line over Waukee, and those are just big points.
All right, we got a final from Missouri. Dowling girls defeat Farmington, Arkansas, 50-42. Farmington was ranked second. Dowling girls ranked third in Iowa. And so congratulations to Kristen Meyer. Now here's a steal coming right out of it, and a layup good by Sam Ralston. That's his first 2 points of the season. And the Maroons up 12-0 here, Jimmy.
You look at Noah Martins, 31 points the other night. Pulls up and finds Sam Ralston cutting to the basket where he could easily taken that shot, but gave it up to Sam Ralston to get an easy bucket.
All right, Lincoln with the basketball as they get in the half court. Now they get a skip pass in the corner and traveling as the young man caught it and traveled with the basketball. So another turnover for the Rails.
Just over 2 minutes into the game, and the Maroons have forced 4 turnovers on Lincoln tonight and converting most of these into points.
So there's another game going on in Des Moines. That's down at Drake, and you and I have some mutual friends down there. Drake hosting University of Alabama Birmingham, and they tipped off at 6:30. So that's a lone score that we have to get going, I think. Now Keelis underneath tries to lob it inside to Coley, and it's stolen away by Lincoln. Good job by the Rails on defense there. And in the front court is Parks, and now his pass stolen away by Jenkins. And Noah Martins with the slam dunk.
Saw that a couple times last year. Noah Martins' ability to rise in the air and put the ball in.
Yeah, with Dowling coming off a steal, and then Noah gets the ball and slams it home. Now a corner three, no good by the Rails, and Manisky. Rebound Dowling, and now Ralston has it. He loses it for the Maroons, so Lincoln and Dowling exchange turnovers. Lincoln with the basketball. Here's Kawaki with it. Dribbles left side. Stops in the baseline. Now kicks it back out to Bryce Page. Page in the lane. Stops at the right elbow. Cut off nicely by Evan Mitchell. Now they work the ball baseline. Here's Guy with it. Manas double team. Kicks it back out to Parks. And he steps on the half court line over and back. Another turnover for the Rails.
6.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Iowa Wealth Management. We appreciate those sponsors along the way all season long. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, Friday night here in Des Moines. Boys basketball. 'Tis the season. Evan Mitchell with it for the Maroons. Hands it off to Coley. Dowling with both their post players in there. Now Martins for three. Good from the top of the key. Noah Martins with his 7th point. 17-0 Dowling. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Here's Lincoln with the ball. Rico Mann in there coming off the bench. His shot no good from the right wing, and the ball hits the guy wire. Dead ball out of bounds to Dowling.
So a couple updates. Nate Jenkins, who came off with an early injury, looks like he's okay on the bench. Just taking his time here to check back in, but looks like he's going to be okay.
So you think Sarah Mashad's going to clear him? The Dowling trainer. Here's a corner three, no good by Martins. Rebound Lincoln. Rails with it. Here's Parks all the way down. His shot blocked by Coley. Dowling the other way. Martins with it all the way down. 2-on-1. And he gets it off to Ralston in the corner. And the Maroons will set their offense. And now here is Mitchell for three, right wing. It's no good. Rebound Lincoln. Rails want the run. They get it all the way down the baseline. And Mitchell cuts off Rico Mann. Now corner three up. Good by Adam Kowalski. First Lincoln basket with 3:30 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's 17-3 Dowling. So Kowalski stems the tide, and now a shot up and no good, and a loose ball foul on Mitchell of Dowling. That'll be his first. Substitutions for the Maroons, and good to see Mr. Jenkins get back in there. Nathan returns. Ralston will sit down. So will Mitchell. He will sit down. And Coley back in here, Jimmy.
Jimmy Baumhover checking in for the first time.
He didn't bring us any.
No, you love how these coaches just kind of walk by drinking, not only just drinking water, but holding an extra water.
Oh, no, I was looking at the popcorn by Fontana. Here's a three-pointer. It's no good right in front of us by Rico Mann. Rebound Dowling. Lit on that basket for Lincoln. I can't wait to see your score sheet. And now the ball tipped out of bounds off of Lincoln. It'll be Dowling basketball with 25 in the shot clock. Dowling 17, Lincoln 3 with under 3 minutes left to go first quarter here, Jimmy.
Emirates just continue to work the ball. Just don't rush anything. When you get up to this, you think any shot you can shoot is green light, but it's not. Work the ball in. Get high percentage shots. Get better at what you do. 3-second violation.
Got violation on Dowling. That's I got one made basket for Lincoln. How many attempts does Lincoln have?
They have. I have them have
one for
7
combined.
7, yes.
One for seven. And their one basket was a three-pointer. Dowling 17, Lincoln 3. Lincoln with the basketball following the Dowling turnover and traveling on the rails. They get it in the lane, and Guy one dribbled too many, and he traveled with the basketball. Over at Drake in the second half, Bulldogs tied with UAB, 49 all with 11 and a half minutes remaining at the Knapp Center, where we have mutual friends there. Ralston, or rather Jenkins underneath, lost the ball, but then he got it back, and Jenkins with his first 2 points tonight, 19-3 Dowling.
Maroons adding a little bit of pressure in the inbounds pass, making Lincoln work the ball up the court.
Now Lincoln, corner three, no good. Coley with the rebound. Outlet pass to Ralston. Lead pass to Coley, and he saves it from going out of bounds right into the hands of Rico Mann. Rails with it. Rico dribbles across the timeline, guarded by Noah Martins. Now the rails work underneath. Pass goes to Manas Guy, and he loses it, but they get it right back, and they get it to Guy, and his layup is good. Guy with his first 2 points, and the rails now have 5 points, 19-5 Dowling.
Lincoln found something positive in Guy and Adam Kowalski the other night, both coming off the bench, leading Lincoln with double-figured points, 13 and 11 respectively.
Whistle and a foul on Kowalski. So on Adam, that's his first. Team foul number 2 on Lincoln. Dowling with 1 foul here in the first quarter. Minute 35 remaining. Dowling 19 and Lincoln 5. Maroons have led by as many as 17. Maroons inbounds the ball as they get it to Jimmy Baumhover. Now they get it back to Baumhover in the corner three, up off the back iron, no good. Tip, no good. And rebound Lincoln. Here's Parks with it. Lionel leads the fast break. Corner three, up, no good. Left it short, did Rico Mann. And rebound Dowling with 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Here's Coley with it. He'll launch a three, it's no good. Might be outside his range just a hair. Rebound Lincoln. Could be just like you attempting one out there. I mean, what are you doing?
I could just hear my old man telling me, what are you shooting that shot for? But
speaking of which, I heard from him today. He must have, I figured he needed something, so yeah, he needed something. He calls me. He is around, just so you know. He is around. All right, Dowling the other way. Martins for three, it's no good. Coley offensive rebound, a power dribble, and he drills the foul. And they're gonna give him 2 free throws. Foul on Lincoln, beyond Manas Guy, and that'll be his second foul. That's not what Coach Keanu would like to see, is one of his leading scorers getting into early foul trouble. So Manas at the line, first free throw, no good. Sorry, Coley, first free throw, no good. He was 4 of 6 Tuesday night at the line. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, and Skeptic's Formal Wear. Second free throw good, and for Coley, He has 3 points. He'll have a seat on the bench. And Mitchell back in for him.
Maroons having a strong first quarter. Great defensive night so far. Nobody's really drawing any fouls, which is positive.
Lincoln the other way, and bodies hit the floor, and Parks with the shot up and good.
Good strong move, contested against Mitchell, and Parks went up strong, converting the 2. 7th point for Lincoln in the first quarter.
20-7, Dowling. Jenkins with the basketball. Now it gets over to Ralston for 3, in and out, no good. Tip, no good. And a whistle and a foul on Dowling. Ralston will be called for the reach-in. That'll be his first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Maroons with 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dowling 20 and Lincoln 7.
That's the Maroons' 10th 3-point attempt in the first quarter. I'm sure that's something that's going to be seen.
Now we got an offensive foul called on Lincoln. And Caden Reeves, who just checked in, called for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul on the pick. Strong pick by Reeves, and a little much.
All right, here's Martins for 3 at the horn. It's no good, and we've come to the end of the first quarter here at the Dowling Gym with the score. Dowling 20 and Des Moines Lincoln 7. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, I am Mark Amadale. We'll return to the Dowling Gym with the second quarter of our boys game tonight here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
KIHS, Perry, KDVM, Mason City, KCSL, Spencer.
It's the Catholic Morning Show with Bo Bonner, Matt Wilkham, Aiden Pugh, and Alexia Baker.
Hey guys, it's Alexia Baker with the Catholic Morning Show. Coming up Monday, John Bishop and Scott Flood feature Forge's Blended Families Initiative. Plus, Leah Jacobson spotlights a symposium designed to help Catholic women navigate society utilizing the beauty of truth, along with news, sports, and weather to start your week off right.
The Catholic Morning Show, weekdays at 7, only on the Iowa Catholic. Connecting people to Christ.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, Roman Welcome on the big board tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio. We appreciate Roman helping us out. And getting underway here in the second quarter. And I know, Jimmy, you got your totals going, but Lincoln with the basketball first to start the second quarter. Dowling leading 20-7.
Maroons went 6 for 6 inside the 3-point arc, but yet 2 of 11 from outside. I'm sure that was discussed a little bit during the break. Is let's work the ball inside where we're being so successful.
Henry Fry checking in for Lincoln at that start of the quarter. Gets his first appearance. Henry, a 5'11 junior. Now Dowling with a steal, but Noah Martin stepped on the sideline right in front of us, so it'll be going back to Lincoln with a brand new shot clock. Joined us late. Dowling girls a winner in game 1 of their tournament down in Missouri tonight. Is Dowling, third ranked in Class 5A, defeated Farmington, Arkansas, second ranked in Arkansas, by the score of 50-42. They'll spend the night and they'll play the home team tomorrow night at 7 o'clock down in Tiffin, Missouri. Now Lincoln with the ball, and Brian DeMeyer shoots and scores as he was held scoreless in the first half. Dowling, corner 3 by Keelis, up and good from the left baseline. And Keelis with his second 3 of the night. Jimmy, that is his 9th point.
Well, Keelis has been knocking those down since we saw him come onto the scene last year, and so we know Keelis is certainly somebody who can knock down 3-point shots. Him hitting 2 out of 3 here in the game so far. He certainly can hit him in buckets.
Dowling was 2 out of 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Lincoln did not attempt a free throw. 23-9, Dowling on top. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And now here's Parks with it. 1 on the shot clock. It's going to be a shot clock violation on Lincoln. Great defense by the Maroons, and Evan Mitchell and company kind of directed that defensive effort as the ball was right around him.
Well, we saw Evan Mitchell the other night come in, get his first varsity experience, played some really strong defense, came up with 6 rebounds off the bench. Evan Mitchell, somebody can be a presence, in the time Charlie Crane's going to be out.
Right here is Dowling with the ball. Nate Jenkins underneath. His shot is blocked underneath by Lionel Parks. Rebound Lincoln. Here's Kawaki with it. Adam Kawaki gets it over in the corner. He brings it across the timeline to Bryce Page. Page gets it to Caden Reeves, who checked in at the second quarter. Now they get it in the middle to DeMeyer. They kick it out to Page. Three-pointer no good. It'll be Dowling basketball out of bounds. Substitutions for Dowling as Sam Ralston and Alfred Coley will check in. Checking out will be Jimmy Baumhover, who got the start in the second quarter, as did Nate Jenkins, and they will both sit down. So it'll be Coley, Keelis, Mitchell, Martins, and Sam Ralston, the 5 on the floor for Dowling here, Jimmy.
Well, some things that you want to see out of Alfred Coley is he got hot early in the game against Urbandale, fell a little bit quiet. Similar tonight, had a big dunk early in the game, and you haven't seen much out of Alfred since.
Now Ralston's starting to launch more shots. He's had a couple here in this first half, and he missed a corner 3, and it was tipped out of bounds in the rebound by Evan Mitchell. Nice job by Lincoln boxing him out. Now the Rails will bring it up. Here's Parks with it. Goes left wing, guarded by Mitchell. Get it out to DeMeyer. Bryan with it at the free throw line. He kicks it back out to Reeves. Caden Reeves with it. Now back to DeMeyer. In the corner, goes for 3. It's good by Lionel Parks. Parks was his first 3 of the season. And the score is now 23-12. Dowling's lead now 11 with 5:05 to go. Ralston reverse layup good, and Martins with the assist there and a beautiful pass.
It's a great play by Ralston, who understood he had the backdoor cut along the baseline, went really hard. Noah Martins found him, and nice reverse layup by Sam Ralston.
Lincoln with the ball. Here's Kawaki with it. He gets it underneath, can't get the shot off. Now in the corner it goes to DeMeyer. Out to Parks, and now a steal by Martins. Underneath the Coley, he slams it home. Beautiful pass from Martins. He got the steal at half court and fed Coley at the free throw line. Tremendous pass by Noah Martins.
Gets the steal and the assist. Noah Martins on the play. But you got to love seeing that Noah Martins after 31 points coming out, finding his teammates, getting them involved.
We got a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:34 to go here in the second quarter. Dowling 27 and Des Moines Lincoln 12 on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com.
Attention Mason City area young adults. Join the Young Adult Brunch held on the first Sunday of each month. The next brunch is December 7th in the Epiphany Parish Center Dining Room following 9 a.m. Mass. Details at epiphanyparish.org. A message from Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
From Pella to Paulina and everywhere at iowacatholicradio.com or the Iowa Catholic Radio app. Listener-supported Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines. Second home game this week for the Dowling boys as they lead Des Moines Lincoln 27-12. 4:30 remaining in the second quarter. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo and Roman Wilkham, our studio producer. Lincoln breaking the press, and now Parks loses the basketball, loose on the floor, slapped around, and Page comes up with it for Lincoln. Rails reset, but 15 on the shot clock. There is no possession and no reset either, Jimmy.
I think the Maroons' defense right now is so suffocating, causing a lot of problems with Lincoln, and comes around, and who was that, DeMeyer hitting his second three-pointer tonight.
Yes, he did. So DeMeyer, actually that's his first three-pointer, second field goal. And he has 5 points, 27-15, Dowling's lead 12. Mitchell top of the key, it's no good. Rebound Lincoln and Parks. 27-15 Dowling, 3:45 remaining, second quarter. Lincoln in the front court, Bryce Page with it. Now they swing it around to DeMeyer. He'll launch the three, it's short. And a rebound Dowling and Jenkins. Nate will dribble it up. It's Jenkins, Keyless, Coley, Mitchell, and Ralston, the five on the floor for Dowling. Now we got traveling on Keyless. Got a little ahead of himself and forgot to dribble as he moved his feet. So turnover against Dowling. What's the latest numbers of turnovers thus far?
Turnovers, I think the Maroons, again, defensively, they're doing a really good job against Lincoln. Lincoln's sitting at 10 turnovers here just early in the second quarter. Maroons have 5.
Dowling on Tuesday night had 15 turnovers with their win over Urbandale. I'd like to see that shaved down a little bit. Always shoot for single digits for turnovers.
I was going to ask you, as just the aficionado coach that you are, what is the turnover number you're looking for?
Under 9. Under 9, that's the goal. Now Coley with the ball on a pass from Mitchell, loses it, but he slams it home and draws the foul. Page will be guilty of the foul. The basket will count. And Alfred Coley strutting his stuff under the basket.
The Maroons just have not missed too many shots inside the paint, and that's where I believe they have almost 14 points in the paint alone, and they haven't missed too many shots. I think it's a great recipe. They got to continue to work the ball inside because the Maroons have a great height advantage and quickness right now.
So Coley a chance for the and one. He has 7 points. Free throw no good. Ball kept alive by Martins, and Dowling with the offensive rebound and basket by Nate Jenkins, who got loose. So Coley now 1 for 3 at the free throw line, has 7 points, but he's missed 2 free throws. 31-15 Dowling. Maroons' largest lead has been 16. Lincoln has yet to cut that deficit into single digits. Rails with it. They work baseline. And that's Rico Mann, and he steps on the sideline, or baseline, out of bounds. Turnover. Manas Guy will check in with 2 fouls. So this could be an interesting scenario for Lincoln here, Jimmy. Lincoln's leading scorer coming in with 2 fouls at the 2:39 mark of the half.
Well, you saw Lincoln go, 8 deep the other night in an overtime loss to Marshalltown. Bench can't be too deep.
Now, Ralston takes it underneath, and boy, he had bodies coming at him, and he shoots and scores. Sam Ralston with his 6th point.
Ralston didn't score the other night for the Maroons, so him having 6 points has to feel good.
Absolutely.
Getting his second start.
He went 0 for 3 Tuesday night against Urbandale, and now he has 6 points to start his varsity career. Underneath, a shot no good by Parks. Rebound slapped around, and Kawaki tracks it down. Over in the corner for 3, no good. Rails get another shot, but they can't hit it. DeMeyer misses, but Lincoln, or rather Dowling, with the rebound, and all the way down, coast to coast, Noah Martin scores. Wow.
Really impressed with the Maroons' transition, quickness. Getting a lot of easy baskets.
Martins and Keyless, 9 points each to lead Dowling. Coley with 7. Ralston with 6 points. There's a shot up and no good by Lincoln's Rico Mann. Rebound Dowling. Maroons are 2 of 4 at the free throw line thus far. Lincoln yet to go to the free throw line in this first half. Here's Jacobs coming off a ball screen by Coley. His shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Lincoln. They'll whistle it on DeMeyer, his first. And Jenkins having one of his steady nights, 6 points with an and one attempt here.
And again, easy baskets, taking it hard, easy layups, drawing fouls, putting the Maroons now getting their 5th and 6th free throw on the night.
And they're going to wipe the free throw out. We got a lane violation on Noah Martin. So that free throw attempt does not count, so we can't count it against Noah Jenkins' average. So you know that, Mr. Cataldo, because I know you don't know all the rules. You know very few. You don't know all of them. You just know very few. Well, you've got a whistle and a foul. Lincoln is close to a 10-second count, and they're going to get who? Ralston for the foul. So on Sam, that'll be his second. Team foul number 2 on Dowling. Rails inbound the ball. Here's Mann with it. Up top it goes to Kawaki. Dowling stays man-to-man. We haven't seen any zone by the Maroons tonight. Here's Parks with it. Gets it out to DeMeyer. 1 minute to play, 20 on the shot clock for Lincoln. Here's DeMeyer with it. They swing it around, get it to Kawaki. They get it inside to Manuskai. His little scoop shot up, no good. Well defended by Alfred Coley of Dowling. Rebound Maroons. Here's Keyless with it. He drives baseline, shot up and good, and he went through some traffic to score.
Well, I don't want to say, too much, but, somebody with blood relative missed the travel there, but wow, that's to be expected.
I thought he had an extra step.
That was such a travel.
And I thought it might have been the Euro step. You'd have to ask my brother about that one. And it's not on the live stream tonight, so you can't play it back.
What your brother Matt would probably say at that time says, well, my eyes are supposed to be at a certain part of the court, not the guy in front of me.
No, he missed it. That's just. I'll tell him at Christmas dinner that you said that, yeah. 39-15 Dowling. Final 10 seconds of the first half. You got our halftime guests all lined up.
We got it good, all set up. Yep.
All right. We could get little Miss Einderson on here.
Yes.
Now Dowling with the ball and a whistle and a foul on Lincoln. Kawaki has picked up his second foul. So he and Manaskai both with 2 fouls each, and that's their leading scorer. So Martin's at the free throw line trying to get into double figures. Keyless already has 11 points, and Noah hits 1 of 2. He'll be in double figures, and he is. 10 points for Noah Martins. Nice game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Iowa Wealth Management, Construction Professionals, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Martin, second free throw good. He's got 11 points. 2 seconds remaining, and Lincoln with a shot. They're not going to count it. They're going to wave it off. And we go to halftime with Dowling leading 41-15 over Des Moines Lincoln. So what a first half for Dowling in this boys contest. Maroons come in with a record of 1-0. Lincoln 0-1. Second game of the week for both teams. And Jimmy, before we go to break and we start totaling up our statistics, a very aggressive first half for Dowling. They hustled all over the place, whether and good things happened due to their aggression over this Des Moines Lincoln team.
Well, you look at the 13 turnovers that they caused Lincoln. I think that's big. Our halftime guest shows up and he thinks he can be on right now. But regardless, the Maroons getting a lot of points in the paint. That's evident in their quickness. Their length has caused Lincoln a lot of issues. But I love their point distribution. You look up and down the board, and everybody's getting involved tonight, which is a big plus if you're Coach Einertson.
All right, we'll take a 1-minute break and come back. We're at halftime of the boys game tonight. It's Dowling 41, Des Moines Lincoln 15. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, I'm Mark Amadale. Roman Wilkham is our studio producer. And the Dowling boys lead Lincoln 41-15. And earlier tonight, the Dowling girls pick up a win in Missouri. Dowling defeating the number 2 ranked Farmington team out of Arkansas 50-42. Congratulations to Coach Meyer down there. And we'll take a break and come back with our halftime guest. Might know him, Mr. Nahas.
At least, there's so many Nahases in this gym. I think you got to narrow it down. We're bringing.
It's not Jimmy because there's 2 of them right there. Jimmy and Jimmy.
State quarterback.
It's the all-state quarterback. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Crandall's even getting into this. We'll be back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Why? Well, think about it. Most sins make you feel good for at least a minute. Envy makes you feel instantly miserable. And most often, if someone suffers from envy or constant comparison, it's rooted in the lie that something is missing in you. When I was 3 years old, my parents asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I was shocked, dumbfounded. I looked at them like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I want to be a big one, Christopher." In other words, I want to be me when I grow up, just bigger than I am now. God doesn't want you to be somebody else. He wants you to be holy, which is to be fully you, fully alive. Not saint someone else, but saint insert your name here. He wants you to glorify him in the way that only you can for all eternity. Start learning to love and appreciate what he's given you and what he's calling unrepeatable you to do. It's enough. Send us a message at connect@reallifecatholic.com. This is Chris Stefanik from reallifecatholic.com.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Dowling Gym in this boys non-conference game. Dowling leading Des Moines Lincoln 41-15 alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, and joined now by the starting quarterback for Dowling Catholic State Championship team, number 11 state champion. I went to them all, Jimmy, I can tell you that, and we have Joey Nahas with us. And Joey, thanks for joining us. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
How long was the championship trophy at your house? Because there's two of you that enjoyed it. You and your twin brother, Jimmy. Did you guys get to spend the night with the trophy, or is that still going on?
I wish. No, our parents made us take a bunch of pictures together, though, with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I got a text, Mr. Cataldo, before the game from the guy from Channel 8, Scott Reister, TV guy, sports guy, and he wanted a picture of the twins, Joey and Jimmy Cataldo.
Or Joey Nahas.
Joey Nahas, sorry. And, yeah, too many Italians. Way too many Italians here. Well, anyway, your dad sent him to me, and I sent him to him, and I think it was on the 6 o'clock news that night before we took the field.
Oh,
so
really?
Hats off. But they were good. You got a lot of pictures with your brother.
Yeah.
My question is, you got the big touchdown catch against Valley. That's got to feel pretty good in the semifinals, didn't it?
It did, yeah. I feel like my parents were more happy for it than us, though, because they were overhyping it a little bit, but it was a good touchdown.
Joey, what a season you guys had. I mean, a lot to navigate. I know you had to deal with this guy because he was coaching receivers. How many times he come up to you say, hey, come on, lead my receivers. Throw it to their outstretched arm. Don't throw it behind him. Did you get a lot of that flack from Coach Cataldo?
No, he didn't really say much of that this year, but sophomore year he was on me a lot.
Good for you. I figured that. You can
it was a nice tick year.
Well, there's really not. I mean, Joey, you know, you got to talk about kind of your progression over the years. It's, you know, you've been working as a quarterback through our system, even in your junior high years, but you really came on your junior year and really capitalized here your senior year. Not many people know this, but Joey Nahas set the passing yard record here at Dowling with over 2,200 yards. And
yeah, I think
what does that record mean to you, and what does your legacy that you left mean?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. You know, coaches trusted it enough to even throw the ball that much, but getting the record was nice, but state championship was a little nicer.
You know, I thought in the state championship game, you only threw, 3 passes?
I think I completed 3 through 5, yeah.
3 through 5, completed 3. One went for a touchdown to our buddy Jeffrey Roberts.
Yeah.
But I thought you ran the ball aggressively, more so than any game of the season, because, you know, you're not a running quarterback, but when you had to, you did. But I thought you did a great job in the championship game. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, thanks. In the semi game, I don't know if you remember, but there was like a third down where I slid a few yards short before the first. So the coaches were on me about that. So I didn't want that to happen again and ran when I had to.
Well, our listeners may not remember, Jimmy, but Joey Nahas here is third base in baseball, and he slides into second and third when he steals it all the time. So it's only natural for him as a quarterback to slide. Unfortunately, they count where the ball went down is where your rear end was at, and that could leave you a few yards short. So you got a little bit more aggressive in the championship game. I loved it. Yeah. So,
you know, talk about that preparation. What went into that week? I mean, share with the listeners. I was there and had a chance to watch that front and center in the preparation of talk about the team. Talk about your preparation leading into that championship game, and how nerve-wracking was it for you going out there and knowing that this is the last game you're going to play in your high school career?
Yeah, throughout the week I just watched a lot of film, watched it with Coach Wilson. We knew their D-line and linebackers weren't too big, so we should be able to dominate them up front. But it was tried to keep the nerves down, stay calm, not let it affect how I played.
And talk about playing, and I talked with Coach Cataldo about this earlier, Joey, but on the dome floor, loud, hard to communicate, and that's where your practice time, I know Coach Wilson prepped you guys on the noise and in that environment and all that, and to keep steady throughout that whole thing. And nerves, I know, had to be running through you, but talk about that experience for you.
Yeah, we prepared well during that week of practice, and we had like a number system where if we just got the numbers, we should look at our cards, so the noise didn't really affect getting the plays in that much.
I see. Visit with Joey Nahas, the state championship quarterback for Dowling Catholic, a senior here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Halftime of the boys game, Dowling boys leading Lincoln 41-15 at halftime. Joey, got to ask you, what next? You're not out for basketball, I see. Your dad's right in front of us coaching, but what's college look like for you and your twin brother Jimmy?
Jimmy just going to Iowa for school, but I still need to find a spot to play next year. I want to play football in college, so hopefully I can do that.
Well, I hope so too. There's been a lot of Dowling quarterbacks playing at the next level, and you certainly would fit that mold.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Jimmy, what'd you like about coaching him? Not only when you were the JV coach and before, but coaching this year as a receivers coach. Talk about the relationship.
Well, the relationship with Joey and I mean, it transponds behind being his quarterback coach and then moving into a receivers coach. And one of the things we had to break from Joey's mold is quit looking at Jimmy. I mean, Joey would just, and I think that's maybe something that, they talk about at home. Hey, you just go wherever you're going to go and we'll throw you the ball. And I said, you got to quit looking for Jimmy. Everybody else is open. So the first thing we did was break that mold, and that boded well for us. But, the one thing I enjoyed, my time being on the sidelines, which is sharing the play with him and the receivers, and really seeing the game from a different vision as to what the defense was doing and what we saw could be capitalized later in the game. And I thought Joey's poise throughout the year was really impressive. He never seemed to get rattled, even though things didn't go his way all the time. But his poise was tremendous, even in some high pressure situations. And I thought Coach McLean did a great job with you over the last couple of years as your quarterback coach. But it was extremely fun being around these guys for 3 years and watching their development, and then to cap it off with the state title. What do you guys talk about now on the streets? You guys are running around, hanging out at guys' houses. I mean, you guys talk about this much? I mean, this is such a big achievement. I mean, how do you guys leave this, and what does it mean for you guys as a group of friends?
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot because the whole offseason we were talking about how we needed the state championship, didn't want to lose in the Dome again. So, yeah, we still talk about it a lot. We haven't really let it go yet.
Well, Joey, I'm going to let you give a shout out. Now, your cousin comes on here, Ellie and Katie Muller, and they shout out to their grandmother, Marrette, Nahas out there in Waukee. But anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'll give another shout out to her.
Marrette?
Yep, Marrette.
Grandma Marrette. All right, good. Hey, we should all of us wish Coach Wilson, he's recovering from shoulder surgery, so he's probably listening, and we're going to get the merits from him, I'm sure. But, hey, congratulations, young man, state champ, and good job quarterbacking throughout all these coaches that you got here. You did a good job.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a break, come back with the second half. It's Dowling leading Lincoln 41-15, and we'll return with the second half on Iowa Catholic Radio after this 1 minute break.
Do you believe in the importance of Catholic education? Do you owe Iowa income tax this year? Consider a gift to the Catholic Tuition Organization to help worthy students attend Catholic schools in the diocese and receive an Iowa tax credit of 75% of your donation. If you give $1,000 to CTO, you'll receive a tax credit of $750. Pledge or donate online at ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Support for programming provided by Iowa Wealth Management, a fee-only investment advisory firm helping clients grow and protect their wealth, offering personalized investment strategies as well as financial and estate planning. Learn more at iowawealth.com, committed to creating peace and purpose in your finances.
Programming supported in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951 with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, online at skeffingtons.com. Thank you, Skeffington's Formal Wear, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Back here at the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines, underway in the second half. 44-17, Dowling leading Des Moines Lincoln. While we were away, a basket by Sam Ralston got things started for the Maroons, and now Dowling with the ball. They get a shot on the baseline. It's no good and knocked out of bounds by Lincoln basketball as we total our scoring here in the first half. Lincoln did not attempt a free throw in that first half, whereas Dowling went still totaling it up. So we'll catch up as now another turnover in the backcourt, it looks like, against Dowling. As we'll get you involved here, Jimmy, with the first half stats.
Right. So I thought the Maroons shot extremely well inside the paint, 14 of 15 inside the paint, but shot 58% overall for the first half, 17 to 29, 14 total rebounds, and 5 turnovers.
All right, Lincoln shooting and scoring underneath as they work it inside. And Kawaki with the basket. Adam Kawaki with his 8th point, or check that, his 5th point, and now a 3-pointer by Dowling up and good. Is it just raining baskets here in the second half?
Sam Ralston hitting corner 3.
Ralston now with 11 points, and as Lincoln gets it inside, and a shot up and good by Manus Guy.
Talked about Manus Guy, 11 points the other night against, and 11 rebounds against Marshalltown.
Right. Well, he has 11 points now. Now Keelis gets loose on the baseline. His shot up and good. Gio Keelis with 13 points, so he leads all scorers for Dowling. Martins with 11, and Ralston with 11 to lead the Maroons. 7 points for Coley. Jenkins with 6 points, and Evan Mitchell did not score in the first half for Dowling. Neither did Jimmy Baumhover. For Lincoln, their leading scorer is Lionel Parks with 5 points, and Brian DeMeyer with 5 points. Adam Kawaki with 3 points at halftime now has 5 points. Manus Guy had 2 points at halftime, now has 6. The Rails, again, did not score at the free throw line. Now here's a steal by Lincoln. A layup rolls off the rim, no good by Kawaki, and the rebound out to Lincoln. Rails keep possession. They go right to left towards the south basket here at the Dowling gym. And now here's a steal by Keelis. Outlet pass to Jenkins. Jenkins goes down, layup to Coley, and he slams it home, and he's got 9 points.
Yeah, it just looks like the Maroons having a lot of fun with that, but the ability for Alfred Coley to get up in the air, and my goodness, he's halfway at the basket.
Now here's Martins with the steal. Noah will go in for a slam dunk, his second of the night for Noah Martins, and a timeout. Lincoln. Martins with 13 points. And it's all Dowling here, Jimmy. The Maroons lead at 53-21, the Maroons' largest lead of the night.
Well, and it comes a lot from their defense, now forcing 17 total turnovers right now for against Lincoln halfway through the third quarter. So a lot of this game left to go, and the Maroons are forcing 17 turnovers, and a lot of those points are coming inside the paint. As I mentioned, halftime they were 14 of 15 inside the paint, and I believe here in the third quarter they're 4 or 5. So continuing that high success, getting easy buckets inside the paint.
So Dowling went 4 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half unofficially. As the Maroons led 20-7 at the end of the first quarter and led 41-15 at halftime. And Maroons have opened it up here as Evan Mitchell checks in for the Maroons. Sitting down will be Coley for Dowling. Also, Jenkins will have a seat on the bench. And he's replaced in the lineup by Davin Tritton. First appearance by Davin, 6'2 junior. Now Rails with the basketball, a shot in the lane, no good by Bryce Page. Rebound Dowling, and here's Tritton underneath, shoots and scores. So Davin Tritton in the game for less than a minute and scores.
His first bucket for this year, Tritton.
Lincoln the other way, and Bryce Page gets in the scoring column. A little transition basket, so 55-23 Dowling. Now Tritton, corner 3, no good. Rebound Lincoln and Lionel Parks. Parks with the basketball, drives baseline, drives the lane, his shot no good. And offensive rebound by Keaton Reeves. Caden Reeves with his first 2 points of the night. 55-25, Dowling by 20, Jimmy.
Third offensive rebound for Lincoln in the third quarter, getting 5 total right now. Maroons not blocking out on the defensive end.
Dowling by 30, corner 3, no good by Ralston. Offensive rebound, Martins leaves it for Keelis. Maroons will reset with a brand new shot clock, and ball tipped out of bounds on the pass by Lionel Parks of Lincoln. 3:45 remaining, third quarter, and the Maroons well in control of this game. Keelis will throw the ball in. Gets it to Noah Martins right in front of the Dowling bench. Martins dribbles baseline, goes through traffic, layup up, good. Nice strong move by Noah Martins. He's got 15 points.
Just finding easy buckets, getting to the basket. Maroons are so athletic and quick. Crossover transition, getting downhill and just finding easy buckets throughout the night. inside the paint.
Well, Kawaki has it for Lincoln over to Parks. Parks on the dribbles baseline, and they're going to wave off the shot and whistle a foul before the shot, out of bounds. Lincoln. Foul on Ralston, his third.
Jacob Wynn checking in for the first time for the Maroons here in this early season.
Jacob, 6'2" senior, getting his first minutes. We just saw Davin Tritton do the same. Of course, Davin's sister on the basketball team last year, Layla, and now at the University of Iowa. Here's Lincoln with the ball. Here's Reeves down the lane. His shot is no good. Drew the foul. He'll get 2 shots. Foul is on Evan Mitchell, his second.
Lincoln going to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
I was just quickly scanning. Yes, it is. And this young man coming off the bench, Caden Reeves, is at the line. First free throw, no good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Bozen the Florist, Fast Signs in Clive, and Skeffington's Formalwear. We appreciate their support all season long. Football, basketball, and of course baseball and softball in the summer. Second free throw, no good. Coley with the rebound. Alfred gives it to Keyless, so it's Keyless, Martins, Coley, and now Keyless for 3, top of the key, good. 16 points now for Keyless, and that is his third 3 of the night. 60-25 Dowling. Corner 3 up and good by Lincoln and Henry Fry. His second of the year. Dowling the other way. Here's Keyless. Lobbing inside to Coley. Corner 3 coming by Tritton is good. Davin Tritton with the corner 3.
Outstanding ball movement by the Maroons. Gets the ball down inside to Coley, who had an easy shot and quickly passes it out to the corner, hits Tritton.
Tritton with 5 points off the bench for the Maroons. Lincoln with the basketball as they work their half court. Underneath, off the glass, shot too strong, no good by Rico Mann. Rebound Dowling. Dowling transition, the shot up and no good by Jacob Wynn. He hits the deck, he'll go to the free throw line. Helped up by Caden Reeves, who committed the foul. That'll be his second. So free throws coming for Jacob Wynn for the first time this year. Looking to be his first varsity points. 63-28 Dowling. 2:01 to go, third quarter. Not a bad crowd for a Friday night non-conference game. Free throw no good by Wynn. He'll get a second one. As Drew DeRocher checking into the Dowling lineup, replacing Giovanni Keyless. DeRocher, a 6'1" senior. Dowling with 9 seniors, 3 juniors, and 1 sophomore on the team. Free throw good by Wynn. Put him in the books. 64-28 Dowling. Underneath, shot blocked by Wynn. Fry had his shot blocked. Rebound Dowling. Tritton with it. And a reach-in foul on the rails. And they will get Brian DeMeyer with his second foul. It'll be the second team foul on Lincoln. Dowling with 2 fouls here in the third quarter.
Nice that the Maroons can go deep into their bench, get some kids a little bit of rest, throughout this season, keep them as healthy as possible.
Dowling by 36. Maroons with the shot on the inbounds play. It's no good. Rebound Maroons, and now steal by DeMeyer. Lincoln with the ball. Leaves it for Fry. He'll launch the 3. Good. Nice shooter is Fry. Henry Fry. 5'11" junior with his 6th point off the bench. 64-31 Dowling with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Tritton on the baseline. Little teardrop shot, no good. And the rebound Lincoln. Here's DeMeyer with it. Over to Fry for 3. It's in and out, no good. Coley with the rebound. And we go the other way with Dowling in the front court. Here's Martins with it. Now Martins attacks the glass, and they're going to score the basket and a foul on Kawaki. Adam Kawaki with his third foul, and Noah Martins at the free throw line for an and 1. Noah with 17 points. As the Maroons now emptying their bench here, Coach Cataldo. Hope you're keeping track of all this.
You look down the bench, and they've gotten about everybody in except for Leighton Oldfield, who
played on Tuesday.
Played the majority of the sophomore game right before here.
Played a tremendous game on Tuesday night in the Dowling opener.
Played a big role. When you look at the Maroons, came off the bench, and his efficiency while he was on the court. I think the Maroons went on a 20-4 run while he was on the court.
18 points from Mertens, and they will sit him down. Now Lincoln the other way. Three-pointer good by Kawaki. That is his 5th point of the contest and his 2nd 3 of the night. Check that, his 5th point in the 3rd quarter, his 8th point of the night for Kawaki, and Dowling's lead is now 67-34. Here is Baumhover for 3. It's no good, and horn sounds. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 67, Des Moines Lincoln 34. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale will return to the Dowling Gym in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
I once spoke with a priest of a large suburban parish with thousands of members who told me that he could count on one hand the number of dinner invitations he had received over the past year from his parishioners. This shocked me, as I knew he was very busy with his ministry, and I assumed that he was frequently invited to homes and activities of his parishioners. Yet such was not the case. Indeed, it is easy to take our priests for granted. Our priests are men who have sacrificed everything, marriage, family, children, for the sake of the gospel. And yet they are but men who, like everyone, need to be encouraged, welcomed, and loved. Let us find ways to involve them in the lives of our families. Let us pray for them that they will grow in the grace of God and be protected from the attacks of the enemy. And let us pray the Lord to send more priestly laborers into the harvest fields, so that the people of God might be sanctified, supported, and led in our earthly pilgrimage toward our Father's house. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
Roman Wilkins breaking out the Friday night music. Love that song. Warrior here on Iowa Catholic Radio. 67-34, Dowling boys leading Des Moines Lincoln. We enter the 4th quarter. Lincoln with the first possession. A corner 3 from the left side. Up and good by Brian DeMeyer.
We talked about at the pregame that Lincoln shot 33-point shots against Marshalltown, and now they're starting to get their shots up. That's their 18th 3-point shot on the night, hitting 7 of them.
Now Nathan Jenkins guilty of the offensive foul for Dowling on their offensive possession. That's Jenkins' first foul, so turnover against the Maroons. 67-37, Dowling by 30. The Maroons have led by as many as 36 in this contest. Lincoln with the ball, Manoskai with it. Leaves it for Kawaki. Now over to Fry. Back to DeMeyer, and we got a whistle and a foul before DeMeyer dribbles the ball towards the lane. And they're going to get
the resemblance.
Jimmy Baumhover.
The resemblance of your brother and you is uncanny. I mean, he walks over here and gives the foul call, and I'm like, that's Mark. Now I don't know about the vision, but I mean the looks. I don't know if you guys see.
Of course, everything's in question. All right, a whistle and a foul as Lincoln inbounds the ball. Foul will be on Leighton Oldfield. You just talked about him, and he gets in and commits the foul.
I do see your brother's a little more fit than you are.
Would you stop? I mean, really? First of all, I get here, and he's working the sophomore game. I said, you're leaving, right? He says, no, we're staying for both. He's replacement official. Tyler Easton's with this crew. Now there's a steal by DeRocher, and he shoots and scores.
DeRocher's first points of the season.
Dowling's first points of the 4th quarter, 69-37 Dowling. So, yeah, I thought he was leaving. He said, no, I'm staying for both games. I said, oh, this will be good. Grew up in the South Side. Lots of Lincoln friends, lots of Dowling friends. What could go wrong? In the lane, a shot up and good, and that was, I believe, Guy that got it, right?
That was Guy.
He's got 8 points. 69-39 Dowling. Maroons with the basketball in the front court. Just got to get the whole roster out for these guys. Here's Jacob Wynn in the lane for the Maroons. His shot no good. Guy with the rebound down the lane. Layup with the left hand no good. Guy gets his own rebound. Good hustle by Manas. Kicks it out to Fry for 3, and it's good, and he is hot.
Very impressive shot.
Henry Fry with 3 straight threes. He's got 9 points for Lincoln, all in the second half. 69-42 Dowling. Maroons with the basketball. Baumhover for 3 in the corner. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling. They kick it back out. This is DeRocher with it. Over to Wynn for 3. It's no good. And the rebound, Lincoln. Kowalski with it. Gets it down to Fry. Layup good. Lincoln beating Dowling in transition. And Fry with 11 points off the bench here in the second half. 69-44 is our score. Dowling with the lead with 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Maroons in the front court. DeRocher with it. Over to Baumhover. Coming off a ball screen. Baumhover gets in the corner. Now up top, it goes to Tritton for 3. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. A loose ball foul on Dowling.
You know, this Maroon lineup they have out there right now is struggling to find easy baskets. Kind of throwing up 3 or 4 straight possession 3-point shots. Anderson would really like to see a nice play set up, easy shot inside the paint.
Oldfield with the foul. 69-44 Dowling. 4 minutes to play. Fourth quarter. In this boys contest, if you joined us late, the Dowling girls won their first game down in Missouri at the tournament that they're involved with this weekend. 50-42 Dowling over Farmington, Arkansas, the second-ranked team out of the state of Arkansas at the Midwest Elite Showcase Tournament in Tipton, Missouri. Now Lincoln with the ball, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Guy, and the latest shot is blocked by Oldfield. Rebound Dowling in the front court. It's DeRocher. They work underneath. A shot up and no good by Oldfield, and the rebound out to Lincoln. So the Maroons have pulled all their starters, and Lincoln is leaving theirs in to try to get something to salvage out of this contest. Now a long 3 by the rails rolls off the rim, no good, and Oldfield with the rebound. Lincoln will host Fort Dodge at the Roundhouse on Tuesday night, and now Dowling underneath, a shot up and good.
Sam Ralston coming off the pick. Nice easy free throw.
He's got 13 points. Now a long 3, no good. First miss of the night by Henry Fry. He's got 11 off the bench here in the second half. Rebound Dowling. So Lincoln next week has Fort Dodge on Tuesday, and they travel to Des Moines North on Friday. For Dowling, they will be at Centennial on Tuesday. And home 1 week from tonight, Dowling and Valley here at the Dowling Gym at a girl-boy doubleheader. We'll have it on Iowa Catholic Radio. I'll whistle the foul on Dowling's possession. Fry will pick up the foul. That's Henry's first. And free throws coming for Jacob Wynn. He's already 1 for 2 tonight at the line. Tonight's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Iowa Wealth Management. Our thanks to Fast Signs and Clive and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. Roman Wilkham, our studio producer, appreciate him. Second free throw good, so Jacob Wynn in his first varsity game. 3 out of 4 at the free throw line for 3 points. For the 6'2 senior. 73-44 Dowling, 2:15 to go. And now Lincoln underneath. Kowalski with a shot that's no good. Rebound Dowling. Here's Ralston with it. Ralston, he'll launch the 3. Left wing off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound Dowling. That's Wynn, and he drew the foul. That'll be Page picking up the foul. Bryce Page. His second. Team foul number 2 on the rails. Non-shooting foul, so Dowling will inbound the ball. DeRocher will throw it in. 14 fouls on Dowling and 2 on Lincoln. Lift the ball into Tritton. His shot up and no good. Rebound Lincoln and Manas Guy. Guy on the dribble. Leaves it for Fry. Henry with it, nearly lost it. Now picks it back up. Kowalski with it, gets it inside, right block to Guy, works his way, turns, can't get the shot off, now double team, and forces the shot, it's no good, rebound, Oldfield. Layton brings it up. He'll leave it for Wynn, works the right elbow, now back over to Tritton.
Now skip pass over to Ralston for three. It's good. The only starter on the floor for Dowling is Sam Ralston, the 6'2 junior. Buries a three, and he's got 16 points. 76-44 Dowling. Under a minute to play here, Coach Catala.
Well, Sam Ralston having a coming out night like this, 16 points. Ward has it at 17, but if you're an opponent of Dowling's, you start getting concerned about, okay, who do you guard? Who do you try to take away? Who can you give help to? And if Sam Ralston comes out with a big game like this, it draws some little attention to the opponents.
Oldfield picks up his third foul, and that'll send to the free throw line Lincoln's Manas Guy for his first free throws of the night. First one up and no good. Our thanks to the Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, and Skeffington's Formal Wear for supporting our broadcasts throughout the season. Guy with 8 points. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound, Dowling. Final 45 seconds. Maroons will launch a corner three. It's no good by Wynn. And a whistle and a loose ball foul on Dowling's Drew DeRocher. And that'll be the fifth foul on Dowling, so double bonus for Lincoln, the final 35 seconds of this contest.
I have Lincoln 0 for 4 at the free throw line.
0 for 4, yeah. First, 0 for 5.
I was trying to break it.
They were. Got Rico Mann at the line. This is the first. Second on the way, and he makes it. There we go. (76-45). Under 30 seconds to play. Dowling with the basketball. Here's DeRocher with it. Drew. Pass goes right wing to Ralston. Back out to DeRocher. In the lane. Pull-up jumper. Good. Nice move by DeRocher.
Really nice move.
He's got 4 points in the fourth quarter. And 10 seconds remaining. Let's see what Lincoln does. They get across the timeline to Kawaki. And now a teardrop shot at the horn is no good by Bryce Page in the final. 78-45 Dowling. As the Maroons will run their record to 2-0 on the season. Preseason rankings coming out a little while ago. Dowling ranked 7th in the preseason. And they pick up the win tonight over Des Moines Lincoln. Lincoln falls to 0-2. And we'll take a 2-minute break and recap scoring and our statistics. Totally
I go back and I look at my math. I see what's on Bound, which is the official, and I kind of compare it to what I had, and I was completely off.
I figured that. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
And then I went back to, I said, I just added wrong. I added wrong. I like the other night I had free throws. Us shooting 24 of 28 free throws when we were actually 21 of 28. Boy, did I really mess that up.
You're using that Southside math that you were taught at one time. You got to put that out of your mind. When you got to Dowling, that should have went out of your mind.
Give a little bit of love for Lincoln. Our this is the side of town we come from. It's Southside math.
First of all, my dad graduated Lincoln. I coached there with Coach Labonia for about 4 or 5 years back in the early 90s when you were still running around at St. Anthony's or Christ the King. I was there coaching. And we had some teams that went to state.
Really?
Yes, we did.
Oh, boy.
So, good time. So, I have good memories of Lincoln. And,
one name from that past that
Ryan Pippett.
Ryan Pippett.
Yep. Yeah, he's a good one. And Coach's younger brother, who was a freshman, I had him. And before I went with Coach Fontana to Carlisle.
Wow.
Maybe a better offer. So, I left Coach Labonia and Coach Johnny Morrow, and that's where Randy Morrow got into coaching. It was right then when I left, so back in the 90s. So there you go. No, people don't want to hear that. The final.
You're just showing your age.
Yeah. Final score, 78-45. Dowling with the win over Des Moines Lincoln. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Thought of the day with Monsignor Frank Bagnano.
Prayer is traditionally defined as raising our minds and our hearts to God. Our minds contain the truths about our loving God. Our heart expresses our love for God. Prayer is often strengthened by our bodily expression of devotion, such as kneeling or folding our hands. A very helpful prayer, by the way, at night, lying in bed. is the sign of the cross. As I lie in bed, I raise my mind and heart to God. It goes like this: Father, I thank you for the blessings of today. Jesus, forgive me my sins and shortcomings. Holy Spirit, inspire me and guide me for tomorrow. The perfect way to put ourselves in the arms of our loving God as we fall asleep under our Father's watchful gaze. Try the simple prayer tonight. It's a beautiful way to have a good night's sleep. And that's today's thought of the day.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting listeners to Christ every day with people like you.
My name is Larry Cruzy from St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Petersburg, Iowa. Thanks for listening to Iowa Catholic Radio.
The radio home for your Dowling Catholic Maroons. 105.5 KIHS, Perry, Des Moines. IowaCatholicRadio.com and the Iowa Catholic Radio mobile app. Encounter Jesus.
KIHS, Perry, KDVM, Mason City, KCSL, Spencer.
All right, we're back here at the Dowling Gym following Dowling's win tonight over Des Moines Lincoln. Dowling 78, Lincoln 45. Dowling improves its record to 2-0, and Lincoln falls to 0-2. Up next for the Maroons, they will travel to Ankeny Centennial. Programming note, we will not be carrying that game Tuesday night. Got the Iowa Catholic Radio Christmas party, so our next broadcast will be 1 week from tonight. Girl-boy doubleheader, Dowling and Valley. So hope you join us a week from tonight, and that'll be next Friday, December 12th. For Des Moines Lincoln, they will host Fort Dodge in a girl-boy doubleheader at the Roundhouse at Des Moines Lincoln on Tuesday night. And a week from tonight, Lincoln will be at Des Moines North for a girl-boy doubleheader. Alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadeo, Roman Wilkham is our studio producer. And Jimmy, you got all your stats all done? Because I got a little bit of scoring left to total up, but take it away with our final statistics tonight.
Certainly. So I thought the Maroons shot extremely well inside the paint throughout the night. They went 24 of 30, but overall 30 of 58 on the night, 51%, 6 of 28 from the three-point range is what I have. 31 total rebounds to Lincoln's 20, and to only just 10 turnovers. Went 8 of 11 from the free throw line. For Lincoln, 39% shooting on the night, 8 of 21 from threes, 20 total rebounds, as I mentioned, and they did go 18 total turnovers on the night. A lot of that had to do with Dowling's defense, just suffocating in the half-court defense, and a lot of transition points for the Maroons to come away with a big win over Lincoln.
Okay, and I got the last points here, so I think we got everything. What's going on, my man? Mr. Ralston joining us. Put the headset on as we're joined here on the post-game show. Dowling's win tonight over Lincoln, 78-45, as we're joined by Sam Ralston on our post-game show. Sam, one of the starting guards, a junior. We'll get this all set. Did Coach Cataldo set you up? Because that's terrible. That doesn't belong there. There we go. Can you hear me, Sam?
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on the night.
Thank you.
Well, you're feast or famine. 0 points on Tuesday, but tonight you come out 16 points, and you're tied with Keyless for second in scoring, as Noah had 18. But congratulations on the win. First varsity start. Little butterflies, nerves on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was great to be out here tonight and get a team victory and just play really well together and bounce back from just a disappointing game from Tuesday for me personally.
Well, maybe for you personally, but you got the win. You're part of that. And secondly, hear good things about you in the offseason from Coach Einertson and a few of the others. So you earned that starting spot. Now, what you do with it in the meantime is up to you. But tonight you played very well. The coach kept you in all the way through. Somebody had to quarterback that second unit.
Yeah, I think just the team chemistry has gotten really good over the offseason. We play really well together, and I think it just helps us on the offensive side and defensive side being able to communicate.
Talk a little about last year and playing. You played with that JV group that, with sophomore team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You were with sophomore team. We're going to talk about that JV group for juniors that don't get a lot of rotation. I think that's a big factor in this program now. But off the sophomore team last year, coming into the varsity, a little bit of a difference, and you get a start.
It's a way faster paced game at the varsity level.
Way faster. Yeah. Well, they don't tell you that in practice. You think the coaches would explain that in practice a little bit more to you, right?
Yeah, they do, but it's still you got to be ready for it when you first step out there.
Well, what a night, unofficially heavy for 16 points. Didn't get to the free throw line, but you knocked down a pair of three-pointers, so that's two more than Coach Cataldo had in his high school career.
That's so not right. But I'll tell you, Sam, we talked about it, late in the game as you approached your shooting night, 16 points. That it becomes difficult to scout Dowling when you have somebody like you step up, score 16 points, and now opponents are looking around saying, okay, who do we have to guard? Who can we take away? Who can we come off of? And maybe going from the first game, it could have been you, but you come out tonight, shoot 16 points. You're getting opportunities to start with maybe the injuries of Maddox Coppola. Talk about your approach as what has it been this early part of the season, getting these opportunities.
I think it's just do my role, and we have so many weapons around us that everyone can do everything on the floor. So just try and do the best that I can with what I can do.
We hear good things about you in the AAU circuit in the off season, and it's been really interesting coming out Tuesday night saying, okay, Sam Ralston, let's see what kind of game he has. And I thought you're very steady when you're out there. I think you don't look to get rattled much, and I think you take your role very, very well. Where do you see your role as a member of this team that is very powerful in scoring?
Yeah, I think I can contribute a lot. I just help my teammates whenever they like kickouts and stuff like that, and knock down my open shots and just play off them.
We visit with Sam Ralston here on the postgame show following Dowling's win 78-44 over Des Moines Lincoln. Sam, what have you done in the offseason to improve yourself each year, starting with Coach O'Hare at the freshman level, then last year with Coach Sarcone at the sophomore level? What have you done in between to get yourself prepared? I'm not sure if you're out for any other sports or not, but talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, just using the weight room a lot. That's the biggest thing for me, is trying to get stronger in the offseason, and then working with Coach O'Hare, getting a lot of shots up, staying in the gym 7 days a week.
Yeah, he's done that with certain people. There's this Clark girl that's running around the WNBA, Jimmy. Right. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I hope he's teaching all the right things, Sam. All right. I want to shout out anybody out there. How'd this guy, first of all, Coach, how'd this guy do? Did he do all right?
Not too bad. He wasn't the one that was punishing us for being in the weight room like the other one.
My brother officiated the game.
Oh,
that's a first.
Nice.
And 40 years of doing this, that's a first. And believe me, he let me have it. So, all right. But, Sam, anybody want to give a shout-out to before I send you back to the locker room? Because I know you probably want to get changed. But what a night you had. Congratulations, 16 points unofficially, and your first varsity points. All right, the floor is yours.
I'd like to shout out my teammates for allowing me to have a great game.
Hey, what about Mom and Dad?
Mom and Dad as well.
Okay.
Mom and Dad gave us a great Jethro's experience last night, so that was pretty. I'd like to give them a shout out for that.
Wow. Yeah, which one? Because each one has their own. Is it West Des Moines?
Yeah, West Des Moines.
22nd Street? Great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sam, good to see you. Nice to meet you. Did a great job. Just a junior. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what it takes to play at this level now.
Yeah.
All right.
That's for sure.
And don't lower that bar.
Mm-hmm.
Do not lower that bar. Did a good job. Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Sam Ralston, one of the Dowling starting guard here on Iowa Catholic Radio here in the postgame show following Dowling's win over Des Moines Lincoln. And Coach Anderson, thanks for coming up. Great young man. Good to meet him. Glad you sent him up.
Very well spoken, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Got a lot of confidence.
I could tell
he's
that.
An inspiring kid to be around.
And that's somebody you want to coach, and you want one part of your starters. You can see that.
Yep. He's a kid that we put a lot of pressure on because offenses come pretty easy to him, and every year he gets so much better that we'd spent a lot of time on the physical part, the defense and rebounding part, and he's doing a great job of learning it as we go. It's nice to have teachers like Maddox and Nate who are the best at it. And he's around him every day, so he's getting a lot of good lessons.
Yeah, and I know Maddox is on the shelf right now with that hamstring injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon, but doesn't sound like it.
Yep,
but
hopefully.
I talked to him today, so we'll see. But you got kids that stepped up, and that's been the whole thing. You're down 2 starters from a year ago with Charlie Crane out again tonight along with Maddox Coppola, but others stepped up, and then when you got up over 36 points, then you let everybody play. But I like that early rotation, Baumhover and Mitchell off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, they both offer something kind of different. You know, Jimmy's a scorer. He shoots it pretty well. He's very, very skilled. And Evan's just so physical. And he is skilled too, but I think it's going to take a little bit of time kind of transitioning from football to basketball to get him where he was. But I'm talking about Evan. Evan's been such a breath of fresh air. I mean, someone who's willing to dive on the floor. He's leading huddles as what is he, 15, 16 years old? It's pretty incredible. You know, he's got a lot of confidence, and guys follow him, so it's pretty great. But, yeah, Jimmy will give you something different. I mean, there's a lot of games where we have choices. You know, we've got 2 incredibly important guys out, but we've got some choices on the bench. Do we need an offensive guy like Jimmy, or do we need a defensive stopper and rebounder like Evan? It's a really good position to be in as a coach.
And you have a rim protector in Mr. Coley. Alfred had a tremendous night. I don't know what Jimmy had for the rebound part, but I had him for 9 points. He went 1 for 3 at the free throw line, so that free throw shooting coach needs to work with him a little bit. But I'll tell you
I
what.
need to fire that one. We haven't hired one yet. You know, Alfred, we probably would normally give him more touches. We wanted to be pretty downhill today and just work on our transition and into secondary downhill. So he didn't get as many touches as we'd like. But, man, those touches were above the rim, weren't they?
My goodness, the first shot was missed, and he comes in, weak side rebound, and slams it home.
We see it every day. We see it every day. It's kind of fun to be able to show off to the people that don't see it every day.
That's amazing, Jimmy.
It's just incredible athleticism that Alfred's showing, and really he's getting that opportunity. He might, I'm not sure, but probably coming off the bench if Charlie Crane is healthy, because your lineup is just so solid, your top 6, 7. But I thought tonight your point distribution was so solid. You looked up at the scoreboard, you know, midway through the first half and even into halftime, and I think your lowest scorer in your starting lineup had 6 points, and everybody right across the board, which becomes very, very hard to defend. But you know, a night like this where you get a lot of your bench play, getting them a lot of minutes, but being your second game of the year, you want to get more and more of an identity, get these guys battle tested. What did you come away with tonight, seeing your starters didn't log a ton of minutes?
Yeah, there was some times where we were very solid defensively. There were some flashes in the first quarter, some flashes in the second. We're going to have to look at film and kind of pick apart where it went a little bit sideways. Obviously, Lincoln just kept coming at us, which I knew they would. I mean, Coach Keano does a great job over there. He's one of my favorite people and does an awesome job with that group. So we knew that they would keep coming at us, but there were some flashes defensively that we can really build upon. I think offensively, like I said, we were really trying to get everything downhill today, so it was a little bit more wide open than maybe we'll see next week in conference games. But we're also trying to get better as a transition team because we're so good at it. You know, we have so many guys that we can spray it to. You got Alfred running the middle. The real question is, you know, when these guys are healthy, who plays? I think the nice part is Charlie and Alfred play incredible together because they can both guard multiple positions, which is very, very rare at their size. But we could pick and choose any night, and as long as the guys are bought in, you know, that's going to be a pretty successful team. Hey, tonight this guy might get more minutes. Tonight it might be this guy. If they can buy into that, we'll be tough.
Visit with Justin Ironson, the Dowling boys basketball coach, following Dowling's win over Des Moines Lincoln 78-45 here at the Dowling Gym in West Des Moines. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo. And Coach, you mentioned the future next week. Ankeny Centennial on the road, first road game for the Maroons. We will not be there. We have the Christmas party. Mm-hmm. Wish they'd put that on Wednesday night. I hope everybody
should. I would go.
You know, yeah, you could go. And so we will not be there, but you have Centennial on Tuesday, brand new coach up there, and then Friday night, 1 week from tonight, the annual Dowling Valley game, first of 2 this year. So, and this first game since the football semifinal, so that could be interesting.
Yeah, that'll
Friday,
be fun. Yeah, Centennial's pretty young, but they run a really solid offensive system. Hard to tell anything from the Northwest game. Northwest is so good, but we're excited to look and see how they did tonight and break it apart. It'll be a busy night for the coaching staff, and we'll be right back at it tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you visiting with us once again this year. Kind of a peek into the Dowling boys basketball team. I appreciate you giving us that insight. We share a little bit during the game. We don't give it all away, but we get some of it away. He was asking me for flashcards or something, the football. So what, you want to give signals to the other team, Capaldo?
Well, getting on his brother, he missed two
he missed a travel call. We know
incredible travels.
See, this is the only time we're allowed to talk about officiating is when there's a Dowling brother involved.
And he missed the call on Dowling.
Yeah, well, he had to, right?
Yeah, right. So
I think that's the rule.
He did a fine job, and if my brother Matt's listening, which I'm sure he is, he drives back home. Yeah, he did a good job, bro. I'll tell you more during Christmas, and it may not all be.
I'll clip out some film for you.
All right. Well, Coach, I know it's going to be a week before we see you. Stay healthy, keep this team together, and hopefully the kids on the shelf are working their way through physical therapy.
We're getting there. Charlie just got his cast off, so we're headed the right direction.
Well, he got it off before, and then they said put it back on.
It's nice that they didn't do that this time, so I see that as a positive.
That's great. All right. Thank you, Coach Einerson. Appreciate it. All right, Coach Justin Einerson here on the postgame show with us. Jimmy, we're going to take one more break. We'll come back. We have final stats that we're going to get to here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network following Dowling's win tonight over Des Moines Lincoln, 78-45. Back with more on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have you ever noticed how much attention atheists get? Do you know why that is? Because atheists aren't normal. It is normal to believe in God, but normal things don't get much attention. It is abnormal to say there is no God, and that makes the headlines. G.K. Chesterton says, atheism is abnormality. It is not merely the denial of a dogma, it is the reversal of a subconscious assumption in the soul, the sense that there is a meaning and a direction in the world, that there is a purpose to things and a meaning to life. And Chesterton says, if there were no God, there would be no atheists. Want more than a minute? Visit us at chesterton.org.
All right, welcome back to the postgame show here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Roman Wilkums spinning the tunes on a Friday night for the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Appreciate Roman as our studio producer. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo following Dowling's win tonight over Des Moines Lincoln, 78-45. Dowling boys now 2-0 on the season as Lincoln falls to 0-2. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner in Missouri at the tournament that they're playing in this weekend. Dowling part of the Midwest Elite Showcase Tournament in Tipton, Missouri, 4.5 hours away from Des Moines. And Dowling girls defeated Farmington, Arkansas, a second-ranked team out of Arkansas, 50-42 to run their record to 4-0 on the year. Tomorrow night, the Dowling girls will take on the host team, Tipton, Missouri, and they'll tip off at 7 o'clock in Tipton, Missouri for part of that showcase. For the Dowling boys and girls, their next game together will be Tuesday night, Dowling at Ankeny Centennial. We will not have that game on Iowa Catholic Radio, but the network called CISN and the Andy Pollock network. What do they call it? Centennial Broadcast. They will have it on the live stream. So it won't be on radio, but it'll be on the live stream. So keep that in mind. Our next broadcast, Jimmy, you ready for it? 1 week from tonight, Dowling Valley, girl-boy doubleheader. And it should be an interesting contest.
Right here at Dowling. It's going to be exciting. And anytime you play your crosstown rival, it doesn't matter if it was football, which we saw, how those things go. And it's going to be a pretty raucous night here next Friday night.
I would gather that. And, of course, if you haven't been to the Dowling gym where the Dowling benches are, the east side of the gym, the upper section is now walled off. They've built classrooms back there, so you have the lower section, and that's it. So if you're going to come to the Dowling Valley game, get here early. Or you can stay home and listen to us, I suppose.
That's right.
You could do that. Let's take a look at scoring tonight. We'll start with the visitors from Des Moines Lincoln. They had one player in double figures, and that was off the bench, Henry Fry, with 11 points. He knocked down 3 3-pointers and a 2-point basket for his 11 points. 8 points each for Brian DeMeyer, Adam Kawaki, and Manas Guy. Rounding out scoring for Lincoln, Lionel Parks with 5 points. 2 points each for Bryce Page. Off the bench, Caden Reeves with 2 points, and Rico Mann with 1 point. Unofficially had Lincoln 1 of 5 at the free throw line tonight. For Dowling, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Noah Martins with 18 points. He was followed by our post-game guest, and that was Sam Ralston with 16 points. Gio Keelis with 16 points. And then rounding out scoring for Dowling, Alfred Coley with 9 points, 6 points for Nate Jenkins, 5 points for Davin Tritton off the bench, 4 points for Drew DeRocher. And let's see, 3 points for Jacob Wynn. Jimmy Baumhover and Evan Mitchell did not score in the contest. Dowling went 8 of 11 at the free throw line unofficially. Lincoln 1 of 5. And we'll run down the scoring by quarter. Dowling jumped out to a 20-7 first quarter lead. The Maroons outscored Lincoln 21-8 in the second quarter. Dowling led at halftime 41-15. In the third quarter, Dowling outscored Lincoln 26-19. So Dowling leading 67-34 going into the fourth quarter. And both teams played to an 11-11 tie in the fourth quarter. And Dowling wins it 78-45. So Jimmy Cataldo, before we say goodbye, any final comments before we cut everybody loose?
Well, it's just a solid night scoring across the board for the Maroons, and it was great seeing some of the bench guys, some guys you don't get to hear their name quite often, get out there and see what they could do. You know, I impressed with Davin Tritton's shot with 5 points. I thought Drew DeRocher has a nice, downhill spin move late in the game. That was great. And Jacob Wynn taking the ball to the basket, doesn't convert, but converts his free throw. So some guys that you don't hear a ton of contributed tonight and did a really nice job. But defensively, I thought, as Coach Einertson said, that they really got after it defensively, forced 18 turnovers on tonight by Lincoln and converted most of those into simple baskets. So solid night for the Maroons tonight, and just 2 games in, they look about as strong as you expected when we were talking and hearing about this basketball team. A lot of high expectations, and so far they're showing up.
They are, and their bench is showing up, as Coach Anderson alluded to Tuesday night for the Urbandale game. It's like, hey, we're down Charlie Crane and Maddox Capola, 2 starters who will be on the shelf for a while, and boy, have they found people to step up. And tonight, visiting with Sam Ralston, goose egg on Tuesday night, but he pours in 16 points tonight, and he was the one that played till the end.
They just become tough to defend. Every coach has film on these teams, and when you look at Dowling, and who do you defend? Who do you take a defender away to maybe give help on like a Noah Martins, because he's going to attract a lot of defensive attention by opponents. And you look at Sam Ralston come out with 16 points, and Gio Keelis can shoot the ball, and you saw that. And Nate Jenkins has somewhat of an off night, but if you remember, he gets hurt early in the game and comes to the bench for the majority of that first quarter. So he really didn't get into the flow tonight, and really didn't need him to be, but he certainly is a guy that can score in droves as well. So Dowling just becomes a very, very tough team to defend. But you look out at some of the teams in the CIML, my goodness, there's some really, really talented teams in Waukee Northwest. I think Valley may have an off year, but they're going to be a solidly coached team. But one game at a time at Ankeny Centennial, as you mentioned, first road a game for the Maroons, and to see how they're going to do on the road, and take this game onto the road and see how they're going to perform. And you just hope that a lot of the senior leadership that they have going to be able to go into some of these hostile environments and play well.
Yeah, we're going to find that out as the season goes on. Funny how the schedule works. We start out at home, and then there's like 6 or 7 straight road games, and we come back in January, continue the road stretch, and then the Maroons are home 6 times. It's just kind of an interesting...
It's been like that the last few years. Yeah. I remember us talking that we were on the road for a good 8 games in a row, and just waiting to get it home, and that's just kind of how it sets up this year.
And all the other coaches have told me the same thing, but they have the conference hires somebody that has software that puts everybody in, that spits it out, and it shouldn't work like that. Sometimes you got to have an eagle eye kind of looking it over, but it is what it is, and we'll be there. Jimmy, thanks for all your help. Have a good week. Stay safe out there on the roads as you travel around the Midwest, and we'll talk to you next Friday night. That's when our next broadcast will be Dowling Valley next Friday. So
it's going to be an exciting night.
It should be. It should be a packed house. Thank you. Jimmy Cataldo, my broadcast partner, and that'll wrap things up. Should mention final score tonight over at Drake. It was UAB defeating the Drake Bulldogs 74-69 in men's college basketball. And the Iowa State Cyclones lose their head football coach, but they gain a new one as Matt Campbell takes the job at Penn State, signed the papers today. And Jimmy Rogers, head football coach now at Iowa State. He was named today. I believe he was at South Dakota and then went out to Washington State, and he is a brand new head football coach. So for everybody involved with our broadcast, that'll wrap it up. Our studio producer was is Roman Wilkham. I'm Mark Amadale, and the final score for the final time tonight. Dowling boys defeat Des Moines Lincoln 78-45, and the Dowling girls pick up a win in Missouri 50-42, Dowling over Farmington, Arkansas. So our next broadcast will be next Friday night, December 12th, Dowling and Valley here at the Dowling Gym, pregame at 6 o'clock. Join us for the contest. For everybody involved, including Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale saying goodnight and so long from the Dowling Gym, and from all of us with the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.
Dowling Catholic Basketball and Iowa Catholic Radio has been brought to you by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Iowa Wealth Management, and Bosun the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.